ladies and gentlemen, it's officially December, which means it's time for Muppetational Christmas 2013 to begin. Now I'm going to put on my red hat because I can't find my Santa hat, unfortunately. And it's time to look at the first Jim Henson made Christmas special, Emmet Otter's Jug-Band Christmas. The story of Emmet Otter was originally produced as a book by Russell Hoban, and this was the first Jim Henson Company made special not centered around the Muppets, even though Kermit does narrate the special originally. So, the story of Emmet Otter is very similar to The Gift of the Magi. If you don't know what that is, basically two people down on their luck. One person sacrifices something of value to them to buy something that they feel would be value to the other person, and the other person does the same, and it's all irony and all that, and lovey-dovey Christmas, yay. But this story has a bit of a twist, and I'm actually not going to reveal what it is. So, Emmet and his mother, of course, are down on their luck. They spend their time doing odd jobs such as washing clothes, fixing fences, stuff like that, for very little money. All Emmet wants for Christmas that year is a guitar with mother of pearl inlays. Now, this guitar is $50, which they don't have. They barely have enough money for regular days. But then it turns out there's going to be a local talent contest, and Emmet is asked to be part of a jug band, and his mother is asked to sing. Now, in order for Emmet to play the wash tub, he has to put a hole in it, which would make it unusable by his mother. And his mother wants to buy a costume. In order to do that, she needs some money, so she has to get rid of something. Her husband's tool chest. Now, let me explain. The father is dead. They don't explain how, but apparently he never did too much for the family either. His career was oiling snakes, but there just aren't enough people who want to oil a snake. I can't imagine why not, but whatever. So, this whole talent contest goes on, and they have to get rid of the thing that matters most to the one person so they can help each. That's where it's different, is instead of Emmet getting rid of something of his for his mother, he gets rid of something that's valuable to his mother to get something for her. He wants to get her a piano. The prize money from the contest is $50. That's right, it's $50. Now, we have our antagonists, and I call them that because yeah, they are evil, but they're, called the River Bottom Gang, consisting of a bear, a snake, a fish, a lizard, and a weasel, all performed by everyone who was in the Jug-Band. So you have Jerry Nelson, Frank Oz, Jim Henson, Dave Goelz, and Richard Hine. And the switch from each of these people, like going from the sweet, caring, kind Emmet Otter Jug-Band to these just complete jerks, is absolutely hilarious. Most of the best lines in this special come from them. So yeah. And it turns out they enter the contest as a rock group. Now, apparently no one in this village has ever heard rock music because they are just blown away when they hear it. So the talent contest finally rolls around, and the song that Emmet and his group have been working on actually gets performed by someone else before them, so they need a new song. So they go out and they get their new song to perform, and they find out that Emmet's mother is performing, and her song is called Our World. After she performs, it seems like, okay, she's going to win. She's done good. So then Emmet performs their song called Brothers, and it just goes alright. There's not really a big reaction to it. And then the River Bottom gang performs, and the bear is dressed like Elton John. Okay. But that's definitely one of the best parts of it, is just, I don't know, seeing all the Muppet performers being this big rock group instead of sort of folky like they had been at the time. Kind of like a mayhem, an electric mayhem, if you'd call it that. But no, that's something I'll get to in a second. So I won't reveal what happens after that, but I'll tell you, it's very heartwarming, and that's one of the big things that I love about this special. Is just it's very heartwarming and very positive, and just gives you this hope and faith and all that, and just to believe in what happens, and what, I guess it's very much so, everything happens for a reason, and just because something bad happens doesn't mean something good can't come in return. So now let's talk about the songs. The songs in this special were written by Paul Williams, who has written so much Muppet stuff. All these songs are great. There's not really one that I don't like hearing. In fact, I have the whole soundtrack on my iPod, and I listen to it all the time, especially during this time of year. There's also a cover album by a guy named Matt Surowit, but it's kind of hard to find. But yeah, all the songs are great. In fact, the first place I heard a song from Emmet Otter was on a sing-along video, and it was the barbecue song, and I had never seen the special, but after hearing that song, I wanted to see it. So yeah, I love all the songs in it. There's nothing really to complain about. I guess once or twice when I'm listening to it with my headphones, some of those high notes that the mother reaches can be a bit piercing. But it's hard for me to find something about this special that I don't like. There are some times where you can tell that it's like you can see the strings on the puppets, which I guess isn't all that bad, but and see, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to find something I don't like. Now, when it comes to getting a hold of this special, there are many ways of doing so. There was a DVD released, and this has a great documentary on the whole special. I don't know how long it is, but it is awesome. Plus, it has a lot of outtakes, including this really hilarious thing with this drum rolling. You've just got to see it. But the thing is this version of it is the most heavily edited of all of them. Of course, now that Disney owns the Muppets, you don't see Kermit at all, and there are some other edits made to it just for length. In fact, this is 50 minutes, and I have a VHS tape of it it's 53 minutes, but still, it's longer. The original version, I'm not sure if the very original version of the special was ever released on VHS, but there were some parts of songs cut out, some lines cut, of course Kermit's narration, but even with these edits, it's still very close to being a perfect Christmas special. And I'm just saying that because I don't want to call it a perfect Christmas special, because I definitely do that. It's just, I don't know. I can't really think of anything that really holds it back, other than it kind of just ends. But even though it just ends, it makes sense. Whatever. Emmet Otter's Jug-Band Christmas was huge for the Jim Henson Company, and it's a great special then, it's a great special now, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a great Christmas special for a long time. It's also available on Netflix if you'd like to see it there. It's definitely one, if you haven't checked it out, do so, and if you've seen it already, watch it again, and watch it so many times that you sing the songs in your sleep.
When the river